Hey, how's it going, everyone? This is PD Proudlock, and it's finally here, the 500 subscriber Q&A video on the channel. I bet you've been dying to see this and been waiting patiently for it to come out. I wish I could have got it out maybe a bit sooner, but I've just had to make sure I've had enough questions to answer from who did respond on my Twitter account. And here we go. So, got all the questions screenshotted. So yeah, I can start reading them out for you guys. Oh, good thing, sitting at the caravan as well, on me own, on me Todd, which is also a good thing, means no distraction from anybody as well. If this video is going to be a caddy bit long, so. But, as I said, just delighted. And I bet you are delighted that it is finally here as well. Because I remember just before Christmas and New Year when I managed to hit 500 subscribers off. And when before that, of the idea as well, when just before I hit 500, is thinking I'm going to do myself a 500 Q&A video. Well then, so now let's get some questions answered for the ones who did ask me on my Twitter account. So first question, and these are in no particular order. As always, I think we've got about 11 questions to get answered through. So that is a canny lot by the sound of it. So first question, and it is from Lawrence _1999. That's a good friend of mine, Lawrence Taylor, as well, who I've seen at the games, particularly from last season as well. So, and I've seen him at an Gator game as well. So, cheers for your question. And his question is, what inspired me to do YouTube, and in particular your NUFC videos? It's as simple as that. It's about having an opinion at the end of the day, whether you want to do a reaction on a football game, on your football team as usual, to see how well they've done, when you feel like something's gone right, when you don't think something has gone right. Just an opinion, as always, pretty much, you know, like you see a lot of particularly AFTV as well, when they've been having really like bad things happen to their football club, where they're not being happy with stuff all the time in particular. So, and you could see with us as well, when we're just not happy with something about how the way our particular football club has been ran over these God knows how many years. So yeah, that is, to me, is what YouTube is technically all about. It's about having an opinion at the end of the day. Just some people do not see that at all by the looks of it. Not like that, who'd you call him, that freaking idiot, Simon Jordan, saying, AFTV should be shut down. Fucking hell, man. No. There you go. So that's why YouTube has been constantly growing, is because I think like AFTV, all started off with them. And then look, and now other fan channels have now started to come out as well. And also people just doing their own channel for their interest, hobby and things like that. So there you go. So, yep, YouTube, it's all about having an opinion. Okay, next question I'll read. And this is from at James Sharkey 05. I think you know who I'm going to be on about. Yes, Sharky, also known as 100% NUFC on YouTube. If you haven't checked him out, really do so. Does great for his channel. Absolutely brilliant. And look where he is now with his channel. And I'm absolutely delighted for him as well. And his question says, first of all, congratulations on 500 subs. What is your aim for your YouTube channel in 2020? I would like to try to definitely hit 1,000 subscribers. It's a possible to do it, but if it doesn't happen, well, you just got to technically keep going and going and going. So you have to do. And as you can see, some of you who have noticed, I've now started introducing quick thoughts videos to the channel, which I thought would be a great addition as well. And I was definitely recommended it as well. So yeah, and also I would like to with my videos learn how to like say people like put images over videos when they're doing like previews or reviews and things like that. It's like that's a new thing I would definitely like to learn as well. I've actually got the current software to do it with, but it's just learning how to do it. That is the thing. But if I am do get extra help on knowing how to do this, that would be fantastic as well. And you never know how far my channel could go with the likes of that happening as well. So yeah. So I'd also, as I said, don't forget to check out Shouty's channel at 100% NUFC. Next question comes from a Liam NUFC 1998. And his question says, do you think the only way Mike Ashley will go is if we end up like teams like Hull and Blackburn? Oh, it is a tough one. You could say that one day he will eventually go. Pretty much. I know you could say the thing about Sunderland is that the way they went down is, and that's how Ellis Shaw managed to sell up the club. Well, he actually didn't want to be here, but then you could tell that their stadium was starting empty, and Ellis Shaw managed just to sell the club. It could be a possibility because it might make Ashley sell the club a little bit more cheaper with the price he's currently asking so far, which is completely and utter ridiculous. But as I said, I think one day he will go eventually. I think there'll be a day where he'll want to take a retirement and just not do any more business work at all, and just so yeah. So that is what I think is Mike Ashley. He will go one day. Definitely. Maybe if maybe the offer is right from God knows who, and hopefully we can then say goodbye to him after that. And I think there will be a massive celebration all over Newcastle if Mike Ashley was to leave anytime soon. So, but yeah, you could say that it does sound a bit of a tough one to answer, but I think one day he definitely will eventually go, I would say. And this next one comes from a Jono Young P4P. And his question is, do you think the lower attendances will continue even if we start competing for a top 7 or 8 finish? Could be definitely a possibility, yes, because there's a lot of fans who are just sick of one person in particularly, and I just said it before, and that is Mike Ashley. They've just constantly just seen enough why there is a lack of ambition, investment in this football club. Why is he not ploughing money? Why is he not spending money at this football club? Fair enough, we spent a canny bit in the summer just gone, but you're thinking, why wasn't other kind of managers given this kind of money? Rafa Benitez had to spend very little there, to be honest, didn't he? So, yeah. So I'm going to say, yes, lower attendances could definitely start to continue even if we do start competing for that position as well, because it's all down to one person particularly, pretty much. Next one, well, it comes from a Andy Young 1990, and he's actually got 2 questions for me to answer for this one. And his question is who has been our best striker since the great Alan Shearer retired? And the person I'm going to go with is Demba Ba. I thought he was absolutely fantastic for him. Got him on a free from West Ham when they got relegated back in 2011. And he's managed to score double figures in both seasons we had him. I think the first season we had him in the 2011-12 season. Was it 16 goals he managed to bag himself? That is very impressive. I don't think we've seen a striker do that for a very long time. Not even so far. so far this definitely this season or last season or God knows how long seasons before that. And was it the second half of the 2012-13? Was it about 12 or 13 goals until Chelsea triggered his release clause for 7.5 million, and turned out to be a massive loss there for us. Particularly because CC, I remember he was definitely short on confidence as well, and we did spend money in the January, but it just didn't work out. Fantastic. We were in Europe. We definitely didn't strengthen a lot as well. And I remember we jumped from 5th to 16th place that season. 11 places dropped. So yeah, but best striker since Shearer's retired, I'm going to say definitely Demba Ba. And get on the next one. This is the next one. Yep, and same again from him as well. And he says, who would be your realistic number one striker target in January? I'm going to actually go with Hull City striker Gerard Bowen. I've seen him play in that league in the Championship, and he does banging goals. And I think he is now ready for a step up to the Premier League now. I think Hull, what was it, they were on at least about 20 million there for him as well. But I think we should definitely pay that. Definitely, absolutely, because we'll definitely need a striker, full stop. Because Joe Linton, I don't know how much I can bear to keep him flopping so far at this football club. And what happens if Andy Carroll gets injured again and that's him knackered for the rest of the season? And by the looks of it, I think Dwight Gale and Yoshinori Mutu looks like they could be on their way out of the club. So that's a position definitely needs strengthening. But that, I think I'm going to see Gerard Bowen would be my number one target. And if we go to the next one, it comes from a Mickey Stubbs. And this is the question he's just asked me. He says, do I have a boyfriend? Honest opinion on that, I am a straight man, unfortunately. There you go. I am still single, but I don't swing that way. I have nothing against people who are gay, homosexual, things like that. But yeah, I am a straight person. I am what I am, and yeah. So, yeah, that is your honest answer from me. Straight man I am. And a next one, it comes from a official Fussy. Ben Fussy is his Twitter name. And he has been liking a lot of my stuff as well. He was actually a Scunthorpe fan as well. So yeah, and he says, "Do I watch any other vloggers? I actually watch both the Newcastle fan channels, Newcastle Fans TV, and of course the Magpie channel as well. I also like to watch people who have their own channel as well. The likes of 100% NUFC, Rubenstein. I'm a massive fan of his channel as well, and I like to watch also other channels who aren't technically Newcastle related. I'm a massive fan of VFTV. I love watching them, to be honest. A person who's got his own channel who's actually a West Ham fan, Liam, is Fatal LG. I think he does really good with his match vlogs when he goes to West Ham games, particularly. So yeah, there's actually a lot of them I love watching, and particularly the names of ones I've just mentioned as well. So I hope that answers your question for you. So yeah, and the last two now we are going to run through is from a hashtag 4202, and he says, so hypothetically, if Bobby Robson was in charge of the entertainers, same squad, would we have tipped or beaten Man United on the last day? Now, I asked him about this because I wasn't 100% sure what he meant. So I asked him at first, was he on about the FA Cup 1999 final against Man United when we lost 2-0? And he said, yes, it actually was definitely that. But It's a hard one, you could say. I remember it was Ruud Gullit was in charge of that season. Particularly got to the final, but we lost 2-0 against it. But Man United, you remember back in the Alex Ferguson days, were pretty much unstoppable a lot of the time. Particularly, I think that season they had players like Scholes, Solskjaer, Andy Cole, I think was another one. Pretty much as well, Peter Schmeichel as well. So I'm actually going to say I don't think if Bobby was in charge, we wouldn't have won that. And think about it, did Bobby Robson, we got to a semi-final and we got beat by Chelsea, played them off the park, but we lost against Chelsea, unfortunately. It was just probably down to that those kind of teams had better sides, better players than us in that season, as I could say. But so, no, I don't think we would have probably won that. Unfortunately, even if Bobby Robson was in charge with us back in them days, unfortunately. And, excuse me, the final question he asks is, if Keegan was in charge of our Robson era team, would he have got a trophy? So he could be thinking about the FA Cup semi-final back in 2000, I think it was. Again, beating off Chelsea. But yet again, a lot of reason why we probably didn't win the title in those seasons, even though we were in the top four by then. It was probably just because better teams had better players in us. And I remember a lot of the time as well, we did actually get beat off the likes of Arsenal, Man United, Chelsea, teams like that, Liverpool, where we're in those kind of seasons, finishing in the top four because it's just down them having better players, and we were just what you call possibly punching above our weight a lot of the time. So I really hope that answers your question. So there you go then. That is all the questions asked. Let me know in the comments section. Did I answer them really perfect? The ones there for you? The people who did actually ask me, and also other viewers, what did you think of the questions that were also asked as well? So I'm really glad to hear what your thoughts would be down in the comments section, as always. And tomorrow there will be a preview for the Wolves game for the game on Saturday. So do keep an eye out for that coming. So thank you for watching, and don't forget to give this video a like, a comment, as I've said, and if you're also new and haven't checked me out, please make sure you do hit that subscribe button, and let's try to build this channel even further now. And I shall see you all later. Take care of yourselves. Well, as I said, hope you enjoyed that, and keep an eye out for Wolves, and yeah.